again, I'll gut you like a fish.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
Behold! Fish boy!
This is my boomstick!
Red rum.
Garbage day!
We'll tear your soul apart.
Oh, yes. There will be blood.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Hail, Rodma.
All right, welcome back to the Three from Hell podcast. We just finished watching Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. And
Pat
we are
yourself on the
going
skeleton.
to ooh,
the pumpkin.
I was
you're the
about to
witch,
say
got him.
I've always felt like the witch.
Let's go to Season of the Witch.
I do have one question.
No.
Where the fuck was Michael Myers?
Dude, he was on TV, bro. He was
What the
doing his thing.
fuck? What the fuck was that?
He missed the shoot. He was a little late.
Listen,
They put him in the penis chamber.
to everyone who says that Michael Myers is not in this movie, he is. Fuck
He
you.
is technically,
Yeah,
yes. All right. Well, what do you say we get into it? I'm gonna give you a little breakdown of the the little details and stuff like this. This was directed and written by Tommy Lee Wallace. Producers are Deborah Hill and John Carpenter. Cinematography, returning once again for the third time, Dean Cundy. The score was done by John Carpenter and Alan Horath? Not sure. Horath. Dino De Laurentiis Corporation and Deborah Hill Productions are your production companies. And for the last time until Halloween 2018, this movie was distributed by Universal Pictures.
They said, what did Jews do?
So we will not see another Universal-backed Halloween movie for quite a while. This came out on October 22nd, 1982, just under 1 year after Halloween 2. Had a runtime of 99 minutes with a budget of $4.6 million. However,
Did they make it back?
this is why this is the only movie in this franchise that's like this. It only made $14.4 million.
Just as close.
So, I'm not going to run through everybody in the cast like I did in Halloween 2, because that was a lot of fucking people. But
Well, you know, it's Tom Atkins.
we are going to have Maddie Norman, played Nurse Agnes. Essex Smith played Walter Jones. Wendy Westberg played Teddy. That was the
These seem like normal names. I need some of the crazier guys.
that was the lady who kept looking at the fucking car parts for 3 days straight. Al Berry played Harry Grimbridge.
Yeah, those are the names I want to see.
Jonathan Terry as Starker. Nancy
me.
Kyes played Linda Chalice, the bitch ex-wife. I think.
My bitch has play.
Garn Stevens played Marge Gutman.
Yeah.
Brad Schachter was Little Buddy.
Nah.
Jadine Barber was Betty Kupfer. Ralph
Big
Straight was Big Buddy Kupfer.
Yeah, big buddy.
Michael Curry played Rafferty.
His names.
Dan O'Hurley? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. He played the one and only Colonel Cochran.
Cochran.
There you go, Colonel Cochran. Stacey Nelkin was Ellie Grimbridge, and Tom Atkins, of course, playing Dr. Dan Chalice.
Hung ass in this movie.
Dick Warlock also
Hung
played an
ass.
assassin, and he was a stunt, one of the stunt guys.
Pretty good kill. Pretty good
So
kill.
Dick Warlock, he did have a really good kill.
Dick the Warlock Johnson.
Well, it is to my understanding, Tony, that you have some facts and cool shit
just
for
some,
us.
some facts. from Roger.
Including one that we were alluding to for like half the movie.
Oh, we can get that. We can get that one done.
Let's get that one out of the way
because it makes sense.
If you watched it on Patreon with us, you should have figured it out by now.
This is the trivia. If you don't have the answer,
yeah,
losing points in your homework.
Mm-hmm.
So, as you can tell, Michael Myers absent from this movie, because John Carpenter said, "I want to kill this motherfucker. I don't want this motherfucker no more." So he said, "All right, we're killing him." And the only reason him and Deborah are all in this film as producers because they said, "All right, we'll be a part of it if Michael's not there." So they killed Michael, and they started the new plan for Halloween. Which, guys, it's going to be an anthology film, pseudo like what's the word I'm thinking of? What's that movie with the TV show? Fill in the blank. Twilight Zone. Took me too long.
There you go.
Damn.
There you go.
I had a stroke. Sorry, my Colonel Cochran was too strong. But to the Twilight Zone. So we'll get into Twilight Zone in a second. But since you have Dick Warlock with a little cameo as an assassin, but you have where's your Laurie Strode? Where's your Jamie Lee Curtis? Well, she is the town announcer announcing the curfew, and also maybe it's part of the town being corrupted. She's the operator on the phone.
Yup.
She's still here, even if she don't want to be. She's still here.
She is still
But
there. Not on screen.
Yeah, not on screen. Oh, technically she was just walking around.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Yeah, but they tried to turn this into an anthology series, and immediately it fucking failed because everyone wanted to see Michael Myers, even though motherfucker blew up in the end.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
they'll have to figure out how they're fixing that. But Universal said, "All right, we don't want this shit no more. He's fucked up." And I'm pretty sure Universal hated the ending, but John Carpenter said, "It's your movie. Do whatever the fuck you want." Which I respect. Classic John Carpenter W. But getting into this film, the director, before they had a director sorted, it was almost a Mr. Joe Dante from the Gremlins fame, but he was busy, conveniently, working on the Twilight Zone movie instead of this Twilight Zone like Halloween film, and that is the Twilight Zone movie where that tragedy happened with those children in the helicopter. But
it was a good movie, though.
Good movie, but besides that tragedy, but he went on to do that instead. But we did this little anthology film, hated by a lot, loved by a cult following, and there's some cool little other things. Just some little tidbits I'm gonna throw at you. Is the classic theme that we all love, the television Happy Halloween. I'm kind of dumb. I didn't realize till today that it's just London Bridge is falling down because it's public domain.
Wow, I'd never even.
Yeah, it's public domain. So
I didn't even put that together. That's
it.
Crazy. Okay.
They only chose that because it's public domain, so I guess that makes sense. But and then some other little factoids I liked. The Santa Mira, California, the small town, was also the setting of Invasion of the Body Snatchers, and also I'm pretty sure it's either the gas station they get to in the town or the one we get to at the end that you see at the beginning. It is the same gas station you could see in John Carpenter's The Fog. So
okay, I thought it looked familiar. I couldn't figure out why it looked familiar. That makes a lot more sense now. Okay.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
A couple little good things. I mean, this is a personal fact. All those children in real life died when the mask went off. So that 40 billion children are dead. So if you ever wonder in history what happened, it was the movie.
Yeah, they're all dead.
And they still haven't found Stonehenge.
I'm waiting for you to see if you. I don't even know if you would know. I'm waiting for you to get to the end of your facts before I say. I think
I got most of that.
Just from my knowledge. Only because I remember that there's a band, there's like a metal band called Helloween.
Yes.
They used the Silver Shamrock song as the intro to one of their albums. I think it was called Walls of Jericho.
Oh no, yeah. And then it changed one man's life forever, and now he won't go on the television screen.
Yeah. But yeah, they used the Silver Shamrock fucking little jingle as the intro to their album, which is really fucking cool.
Dude, this is a full circle. Now I'm young at this. The TV stopped it because of Chris Jericho, and now it's because of this. God damn it! Stop it! All right, there's some facts.
Oh, Tony! Actually, I think I may have just figured out why there is so much Giallo influence in these movies.
Oh.
The producer, Dino De Laurentiis, is Italian.
That does sound familiar. That does sound like an Italian producer.
He is Italian. Yeah, I just read that.
He produced King Kong. That's great.
You guys continue.
Whoa.
I'm gonna look into this guy a little bit. Yeah. I maybe should have done this beforehand, but he is dead. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. He's done a lot. He's done a lot of movies.
He has done quite a bit, yeah.
Maybe we'll have to look into some. Maybe we'll look into some of these classics on here.
I'm sure it's not the last time we'll hear that name.
Classic Mandingo. He did Barbarella.
Probably not.
Yeah, Barbarella. Okay, we'll come back.
It's looking like he does not do another Halloween film, so.
They killed his spirit.
We're gonna see some. He did Army of Darkness.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
well, let's get into the the meat and potatoes, or the crickets and worms.
The crickets and the worms.
The crickets and the snakes of the movie.
Well, before we get into the
Well,
actual review of the movie,
let's save your bit for whenever we, like, right before we give our bit or after.
A lot of
Okay.
bits.
You know what I mean? We'll get our thoughts out of the way, and then we'll see what the people think.
the people.
These people
I did it for the people.
People.
and your thoughts on Halloween 3. What are you feeling?
Well, Tony, what happened in this movie? What was what was going on?
So I'm gonna be honest. Everyone had such a wacky name. I don't remember most. I know it was like
No,
Grimbridge, but
I don't remember
But-
anyone's names
we'll
except
start off
for
with Ellie's father in the
There you
beginning,
go, there
and
you go.
and he's running with the mask dangling out of his pants because no one has underwear on in this movie. Surprisingly,
Clearly.
that's a small factoid we learn. But he's running away from the white boys, bro. The white boys are lurking at night in their cars, and they the
Reason
one
why
white boy gets
boys.
crushed in a car, but we don't worry about him, I guess.
He did not
But
blow
then,
up.
But then
Yeah, it did not
he gets,
Ben Tramer.
he gets to the gas station from possibly the fog. I forget which gas station it was, and then
I
it
think
gets
it was
taken
the
to the
first one.
hospital where Dan, I'm pretty sure his name, Tom Atkins, who plays
Yeah, there you go.
Dan Chalice. He's chilling at the hospital, drinking as you do. You never do your job. In these movies, especially if you work in a hospital, you're always drinking and grabbing ass. You're never doing your job.
Yep.
That's what we're learning in the Halloween franchise. I don't know why everyone's so horny, but he is
Don't forget that.
perpetually horny.
Don't forget that he also went to his ex-wife's house to give his kids some Halloween masks. that
Oh
he
yeah, that's
bought
how we.
from them.
Yeah, he bought them fake ass Halloween masks, but they have that premium, that new Silver Shamrock joint.
Good.
He's only got 2 of them. He's got to complete the collection, and conveniently enough, at the hospital, he sees the pumpkin mask. He needs it.
He doesn't
But you know,
know.
it's in the custom. It's in the custody of another guy though. But don't worry, because one of the white boys broke in and completely broke his skull with his 2 fingers by ripping into his eyeballs, just rearranging his nose in like 3 different places, and then
Yeah,
just
this
leaving.
This hospital is very much like the hospital in Halloween 2, where there's no patients, no nursing staff. It's one nurse, one doctor, one patient, and that's it. There's
There was more
nobody else in the
people
hospital.
that did react in time, but they couldn't have predicted that the white boy would douse himself in gasoline and blow himself
That's
up.
crazy.
Yeah, the white boy then leaves the hospital.
White boy's summer.
He completed the Ben Tramer chain of events.
Yeah. That was Ben Tramer in this universe because it's an
Yeah.
Elseworld story, but he blew himself up. But you know, that gives a guy PTSD. You think so? While
One would
Tom
imagine.
Atkins is getting severe PTSD from this, that's when his daughter, not his daughter, but the dude who got his nose broke's daughter shows up. She's like, I got to figure out what happened to my father who got mysteriously murdered, and that's where our little mystery begins.
Well, they
And-
say
and he-
you say had his nose broken, but they say
His
they
skull got pulled
ripped
apart.
his They
They said his skull, which he
apart.
turned into like an orc the way they built his fucking head.
Yeah,
But it's, if I gotta describe this to you, it's, don't do it to yourself. You stick your fingers into your eyelids, grab your base at the top of your nose, and just pull it. And that's what they
yeah.
did.
Everyone
And
do
they-
this right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do it right now
Yeah,
and show us.
these are-
And tell us
these
if
are
it was your skull or your nose. But he cracked that shit crazy style. Like, there's no coming back from that.
it
He's
was
dead.
pretty cool.
It looked great. I forgot, like, a lot of these early Halloween films, they're not too graphic, but they have kills that are like a lot of effort put into them, and they're running that, like, they're walking that tightrope of like the R rating. So,
Mm.
but, I mean, it still looks good. They still cooking for now. But that's did they go right to the town? I know
no.
he like he
No,
contacts the little nurse to
This
check
is
in on
when
what's going on.
He goes to the bar, and then
Oh yeah, you know
he
when you're at
pops
the
up
bar by
bar.
yourself watching cartoons, and
Oh,
then
yeah,
you start
yeah,
watching
yeah, yeah,
Halloween.
yeah.
It's always on TV.
Yeah.
Boing. Yeah, he's at the bar, and then that's when she comes in. He tries to lie and gaslight her, crazy style. She's like, "No, I'm gonna go figure out what happened." And then they take a fake couples retreat to the Silver the Silver Shamrock capital. He's about to do something with a shocker. But there's a capital city where everyone is just, maybe a robot. They're all just, lurking and creeping and trying to run you over for some reason. No one knows how to
Yeah,
park
what
in
the
this town.
fuck? It was
They're
crazy.
always trying to hit you with your car.
Almost got killed
But
by
they-
a bicycle.
But they clock into this little motel. The 2 people that don't know each other at all. And what happens? What happens between these 2 possible lovebirds?
Boing, 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 boing.
Cocky want boing boing.
I
Tom
almost said
Atkins
that
is
during
so
the
horny.
recording.
Tom Atkins is so horny in this film. I think he has sex at least 3 times, back to back, maybe.
It felt like I was watching The Room.
There, it is that much level of how much sex he keeps having. But yeah, they keep having sex and doing nothing until they remember why they're here for her dead father. I mean, it's a good little act to keep them look like they're a fake married couple with all these other people coming to town that are like big salesmen and like distributors or shit. But it don't matter because while they're having cocky wump boing boing, Marge, who has one of her little shamrock, the little mysterious shamrock chips, starts messing with it, trying to mod it like a 3DS. And I don't know, the death laser comes out and fucking explodes her face. Giant like bee crickets start climbing out. I don't even know what the fuck that was.
Yeah, I don't know what that insect was.
Great makeup though. Great. I think it was maybe a mask too. That shit looked. I don't remember that at all. That looked great. But also, I think before Marge dies, I'm pretty sure they meet the local town drunk who asks for $1. Who asks for $1 and a beer and says, "Man, I fucking hate you, cockring. Fuck you." And then immediately regrets it. They just rip his fucking head off.
Yeah, they straight rip his head off with. Yeah, it was Dick. Yeah, Dick Warlock rips his fucking head off with
And it's
crazy
like-
blood squirt.
And they didn't give a shit. Just head off, squirting blood. And they said, "All right, that's it. He's dead." Don't talk shit on the company store, man. That just
What
happens.
the fuck?
Did we talk about Buddy, Little Buddy, and Betty?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
they pulled
Buddy,
up, yeah.
Little Buddy, Betty, they're there.
So you got Buddy,
Almost killed
Little
him on
Buddy.
a
I'm pretty sure his name is
bicycle.
Little.
Yeah, first
He
name
flipped her
Little,
off
middle
great
name
style.
Buddy. He did.
But Marge is dead. Buddy goes missing for like half the movie until they come back to them at the factory. But once they stop having sex in this motel, they're like, "Oh yeah, we should go like to the factory and figure out what happens." Because they got to figure out why her father come here. What was he trying to do about these masks? Because he was a little shopkeep or something. He had a little store where he'd like let the kids like rob him or something. Like they start playing in the aisles. But that's when we're at the company, the factory, where we learn Buddy's the top salesman, so he gets to do a special test. I wonder what that'll be. Surely my son will not get turned into bugs. They find I forget his name, her father's car. They find her father's car and then they immediately ruin the stealth mission because they're just like she basically gets kidnapped and taken to the Michael Myers penis flattening room soon after. And Tom Atkins goes on the most drunk stealth mission you've ever seen in your life, where he's just falling around the fucking town trying to get back to the factory at night to try and get in there. Because they know there's a little room from the tour they had. The mystery room. What happens in the mystery room, guys? What happens in that room, we don't know. Surely this won't call back to an earlier part of the film where we see Stonehenge.
No.
Why would Stonehenge be in there?
That was a throwaway line.
Yeah, that was I mean, y'all fuck with Stonehenge? Y'all fuck with Halloween Stonehenge? Big Halloween motif.
Halloween Stonehenge.
Yeah, he starts beating the shit out of these like robot white boys. But that's when we learn they're robots because they're full of marmalade and wires. That the car parts that his nurse friend couldn't help with, it's because they're robots and she gets killed by a drill. But they cut away from that, so we don't like that one as much. They didn't do it really. We wanted drill in the air, and they cut away. But we'll take it. But they just kind of just like start dragging Dan, Tom Atkins' character, around. They just like very calmly just bring him to the big room with what do you know, Stonehenge, where these masks have a little piece of Stonehenge in them that spawn lasers with the activation. The commercial we've all been bumping. Turns out, guys, it was evil. We got to cancel it. It was evil. It was actually a thing to make you turn into bugs, as we learned from Buddy's family. They lock him in the room where their son turns into bugs and snakes, and
fucking crickets and snakes.
Betty dies by fainting somehow, and then Big Buddy gets bit in the fucking leg and dies. So
by a fucking Texas rattlesnake.
So I mean, I guess good on their plan that the kid was going to die. I don't know how the parents are going to die, but I guess they died very easily. But it's almost time. What's going to happen? They put Tom Atkins in the bondage room with the skeleton mask, and they're going to make him watch Halloween until the fucking commercial comes on. But he kicks the TV out with the force of like 1,000 suns and crawls through. He vents. It's like Among Us, like the Thing.
Yeah, he uses the glass from the TV to cut himself out.
He throws the craziest Hail Mary with a skeleton mask onto the camera. It turns into a little cool view, but he just put him in the Hall of Fame with a throw like that.
Mm-hmm.
Gets out of the room. They realize he's gone, but by the time they realize that he saved Ellie, who's just catatonic at this point, we don't know why. They come back to the room, do a Tom and Jerry sneak bit, and drop all the fucking little Shamrock charms after they turn the commercials on, blowing up everyone. not turn them to bugs because they're all robots. I guess bugs don't come from robots. That's a good piece of nature to know.
I guess that makes
But
sense.
they spawn like the Ringu circle in the middle, which turns Mr. Conquering himself into the whitest of white boys before he fucking fades out of existence.
Yeah, he doesn't blow up. He doesn't explode. Like he doesn't
maybe
turn to
turn into
mush. He
Stonehenge.
just
I don't know.
I think he
disappears.
turns into Stonehenge.
Uh,
I think he turns into Stonehenge.
Which is crazy. Is the implication Stonehenge is a bunch of people?
I guess.
maybe.
What's the lore here? Leave your theories in the comments of
Yeah,
whatever. I don't know. Leave it
hashtag-
at Wyatt on Twitter.
At my_cousin_Wyatt. Tag him on Twitter. Let him know what you think Stonehenge is. Are they people? Is it just rocks?
Is it people? So this movie has done a lot of like fade outs day to day. Most of the movie is in the week leading up to Halloween, but not every day. We skip some days. But it is Halloween day or night at this point with how long we've took. And he's just finally escaped. Everyone at the factory is blown the fuck up. The sky is like orange. It's apocalypse now. It's so much fires in the city. But they're driving away. He's like, how do we stop all the commercials still? They're going to kill all them children. That's when we learned Ellie's been a robot the whole time. Earlier when he was like, for some reason after they had sex like the second time, he's like, how old are you? Weird question. She's like, I'm old enough. I guess she's a robot. So she's been a robot this whole time for some
I
reason.
don't think she was a robot the whole time. She got captured, and then I'm assuming they killed her. And
Maybe.
I don't know. There wasn't
I
a
don't
real
think she was a
explanation
robot
of
test
that.
to fuck Tom Atkins. That's my headcanon. But
I am
turned
in.
into a robot
I'm
after she
in
gets kidnapped.
I'm in Justin's camp of she was a person and then she got kidnapped and they turned
Maybe.
her into a robot.
so we to believe everyone in town's a robot? That would make more sense. Like they were turned into robots.
I don't think everybody's in town's a robot, but
They were all lurking though. I don't know.
Everyone working for Fuckhead.
He said
Conquering.
the drunk in town said they brought in new people. So maybe they were all like kidnapped. and
Yeah,
turned
they
into
were
robots.
all.
I don't know.
Right.
We've seen the vans are in other cities, like from the end.
Well,
so-
no, it's not that because remember he's talking about how he was making them. He had to figure out how to make the outside part, but it was a lot like mask making. So that leads me like that doesn't make me think that they were kidnapped people that he.
But he
turned
made them,
into
yeah. I don't
robots.
know. But then did he make her? But then where's she at then? Then she has to have a. She has
Maybe
to be somewhere.
is okay. So maybe she is a robot the whole time.
But then crazy, he made her to preemptively have sex with. them.
That means that that would then canonically mean that every robot that he makes, all of them are anatomically correct.
That is
means
crazy.
all
They
the
know how to
other
sneeze and
robots-
fart.
Yeah, I mean they sneeze like that one sneezed. You know, I don't think that's
Yeah.
out of the question. If he could program a robot to sneeze, like
If you
why
could
not
sneeze,
give it a
you could
cock and
fuck.
balls? Yeah.
Yeah,
on that.
yeah. If so, okay. So the robots can come.
Okay,
Great.
so here's my okay. I was about to say
But
here's
it's
my
orange,
question.
yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. Do they come
Yeah.
marmalade?
yeah,
You would have to
I would-
know.
Man,
Question.
this episode
I have
is
to
definitely
test
getting
it.
the
We're asking the
explicit
thought-provoking
tag.
question.
This episode is definitely getting the explicit tag.
Hashtag white or orange.
Yeah, let us
We'll
know.
understand.
Come or orange marmalade. Let me know what you think.
Yeah. What's
Tag
inside
Tag
you?
at underscore my or
What's he
at
viewing?
my underscore cousin underscore Wyatt. Let him know. Orange
Yeah, let him
marmalade
know.
or come.
Yeah.
Also tag at John. What is it? It's
TDSZN.
He needs to know
Let
this.
us,
Ask him
let
too.
us know. I'm gonna
But,
put
yeah.
a poll up on Twitter right now.
Your bitch wife ain't answer. She's telling you to go fuck yourself because she hates you.
Yeah.
The woman, one of your other sneaky links just died. The newest sneaky link is a robot. You ripped her arm off. You took a tire iron, turned her fucking head sideways, clean off. She looked like a mess the entire time. I wonder if there was I mean, I had to have a mess at some point for at least
There's
that
no
shot.
way. I still can't. There's no way she was not. She was a robot the whole time.
Her
I
eyes are
can't
crazy.
imagine.
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
I don't know,
I
but he
think-
said they made them, so I don't know.
She got in the shower.
So they're
Well,
really
yeah.
good robots. They're really good robots.
I don't know.
He made
dude.
robots with
I don't
boobs.
know.
I don't know. We've seen Tom Atkins ask at some point. If I didn't say,
I can see
We
both
that.
sides of it. I can definitely see both sides of it. I'm
It's
starting
just
to
then the
think.
original's in there if she's still alive, unless they killed her.
Right. There's no
She
real
was the
resolution
one.
to begin with. Anyway,
Hmm.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Okay,
Yeah.
here's the fucked up part. Here's the fucked up part. He rescued the wrong one, and the original one still died because the fucking factory exploded.
Dude, even if she was a robot the whole time, no remorse just kills her.
Yeah.
He doesn't even contemplate if
If-
she's a robot. He's like, whatever, fuck it. She
If-
must be just a robot because he didn't care.
If she was a robot the whole time, why did they kidnap her? Why didn't
Because
You
it
know
was
what I
bait.
mean?
Yeah,
'Cause that's how he knew he was gonna come back.
That makes sense.
Remember the
Okay,
one
that
part? He
makes
was
sense.
like,
Yeah.
"Oh, he left." He's like, "No, he'll be back."
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's at least my headcanon of why. But we come back to the gas station where stop opening your gas station this late because a bunch of crazies are coming. But he's like, "Yeah, can I look at your TV?" And he calls, I don't know, every TV station in the country apparently.
It's also the same guy who found the guy from the beginning.
Yeah. He's like, "I want to get a part of this," but he's a part of it every time this is happening.
Yeah.
He starts calling the TV stations, telling them to stop airing the commercial because it's about to happen. The commercial's already going on. Halloween's over. We're about to the giveaway. What are we giving away? Your life. But it's about to happen. A bunch of kids just show up and start watching it in the gas station. What are you doing? You have a home to get to? Why'd you get out of the car to do this? But he calls one station, takes that off the air. Next station, off the air. Third station, it's still playing. Stop it! Stop it!
Stop it!
Stop it!
Stop
And
it!
everyone dies. I don't think they cut the TV off in time. Everyone
Allegedly.
fucking died.
Assumedly. Because we just cut to
Drunk
black.
Dan does not save the day. Yeah, everyone died. Everyone's a robot. Nobody's coming orange. That's it.
Yup.
And that's a good. I mean, looking at it as a random Halloween anthology movie, just not thinking about it being Halloween, little weird, kind of slow at a point, but hey, pretty good. And that's a banger song for the commercial. Looking as a Halloween film, I could see why you're like, I'm Universal Studios, I'm leaving because what the fuck is this?
That's my thing. It as its own thing, it is fine. I told
maybe
Justin
don't-
right before we started it, I was like, I love this movie, but then I watched it again and I was like, maybe I don't love it. Maybe I'll love some of the imagery,
Sure.
but maybe I don't love.
It's got a
this
special
movie
place
as a
in my
whole.
heart.
Yeah. It's
But it's not like it's not like it's so weird and bad that I love it as like a 10.
It's-
But it's like, yeah.
it's better than okay, but I wouldn't say it's good. If that makes any sense.
And it has a lot of pacing issues where like
Yeah.
you take so long to get to them investigating, and then Tom Atkins has to have sex a lot, which I'm
Right.
completely just trying to give up on calling him Dan. It's just I'm not even just Tom Atkins at this point. I
Yeah.
don't know why.
This is
I
also
didn't remember his name.
this is very important. This is also the first time we don't get gratuitous nudity
I mean, we got a little
in a
ass.
Halloween
He
film.
shook
We did
he
get
shook
a little
ass.
bit of a man ass, but
and we got a little bit of robo tits.
did we?
Well, maybe.
I don't think we did. I had to go back. Okay, this is going to sound crazy.
Well, it's her.
I'm
It's
gonna have
her.
to go
And
back.
it's
I have to go back and watch that scene. I don't know if we actually saw her nipple at that point, or if this is
No,
such a weird thing to talk about. Dog.
I don't. I know. Just because you said that, you reminded me that when that scene happened, I thought she had the silver shamrock thing
Yeah,
on her
yeah,
nipple.
yeah.
Which, if
I
she
think it
was a
was just-
robot, that'd make it way funnier.
I think it
I
was
didn't even
just a
think about that in
shadow.
retrospect. It is, but I forgot that she was a robot in the end. So
Yeah, I did too.
I didn't even. In retrospect, I didn't even think about that. I almost called her a silver shamrock product. So that would have been funny if that's how they revealed it.
Maybe it was.
These
Let's
two
go back
drunk
and look
notice.
at it.
How many beers did he drink this movie? A lot.
Ooh,
He
less
drank,
than me.
he drank a lot.
What's your beer count? If you drink every time he drinks, would you be dead?
Ooh,
Maybe. Probably not.
possibly.
He's already drunk a lot of the time. He's not like
The
actively
whole
drunk.
like first act of the movie, he is just constantly fucking pounding
Yeah.
drinks.
I mean, you could say one thing about him losing his marriage, but to be having his job still when he's smacking nurses' asses and drinking, that's crazy. Different time, I guess.
Boom, boom,
Yeah,
different,
different
era.
era, boom, boom.
I mean, we already seen another Halloween hospital is just equally as bad, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I guess.
hospitals in the Halloween verse
Never have a good track record.
Hollowverse.
The Hollowverse. It's not a good
But
time.
yeah, it's that was
We're gonna do
Halloween
better.
3, Season of the Witch.
Surely, it was a little bad for audiences, but surely they'll do something cool next time, and we won't revive two dead characters.
Yeah, 3? No, yeah, 2.
Oh, maybe.
But yeah, Tony, what are your what would you give this movie on a scale of
Out
1
of
to 10?
To be honest, I thought about this during the movie when I was thinking about its pacing, with its faults, but the things I love about it. It might be a little high, but I'm thinking a 6. I feel like
Okay.
it has issues where it's not going to be high up there, but I love the looks of the mask, the shots of the kids walking in like the Arizona sun. Love that shot. The TV like ring thing looked good. There's some funny moments, good kills. The commercial is stuck in my head. The ending is stuck in my head all the time.
Yup.
I'm gonna give it a lot of good points, but I'm still thinking 6 is pretty fair for,
I'm
especially being a Halloween film.
right. I'm in the same boat actually. The same things, like visually looks really cool. Some of the kills were cool. I got a dock points for missing the drill. The
Yeah,
pan away from
that will forever
sucked.
make me mad.
The blood squirt makes up for those missed points. That was really fucking cool. Even the kill fucking where he breaks his nose or splits his skull, whatever the fuck he did, that was really cool.
Didn't expect it to be that good, and it just happens like that.
It does get a little boring at times where it's, they're trying to get to the next spot, but they don't know how to get to it, and they're just kind of slowly walking into it and walking around it, trying to get to it. It gets a little awkward at times. I'm also going to give it a 6. In my head, the way I have my rankings is like 1 to 3 is like bad. And then 4 is like just below average. 5 is average / okay, and 6 is better than okay.
Fair.
So
it still stands good.
It's fine. Like I would absolutely, like, if someone said, "Hey, I want to watch Halloween 3," I wouldn't say no. Like, I'll watch it, but I don't think I would ever go out of my way to watch it unless I'm doing something like this where I'm watching the full franchise.
Fair. I can respect that.
Justin?
Is this the first time Justin's seen the movie? That's something I gotta know too.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Another in a row.
6. Also
6, yeah.
Oh my god, 666.
Whoa!
Like it was definitely like leading up to watching the movie. It was definitely going to be the lowest rated one so far.
So far,
regardless of what we were gonna do. But I still really liked it. There's really not much to say about it. Like, it's good. It's fine. It's whatever.
It's your normal, like, I don't even know if I could really call it like a horror movie. It's a little more thriller in my head.
It is like what they were trying to go for. At least it does feel like a Twilight Zone episode, where
right?
it's like
but yeah, that's
weird
that's
plot.
It's very late 70s, early 80s, sort of like horror thriller kind of movie.
And it's even like sci-fi because like the
right.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like if you look at it in a vacuum, I think that's the issue this movie has, is like you have to look at it in a vacuum. You can't look at it as a Halloween movie, because if you rank it as a Halloween movie, then got to knock the ranking down a little bit, because it is, people bitch about it all the time, and I guess it's warrant. Like, it's Michael Myers is not in the fucking movie. Like he's not. It's not him.
It's a bit on them for not understanding that they made such an icon and they can't just kill him off and do a different thing under the same name.
Right,
but it's also like, I guess originally they didn't plan to do just it being Michael, but they kind of shot themselves in the foot by doing 2 films of him.
Yeah. Because the plan, I think, was for this movie to be Halloween 2.
Yeah.
And
if they just did that, I mean, they changed it up a bit by calling it Season of the Witch, but that makes it seem like it's like you're going away somewhere else, but it's still the Halloween story. Like, oh, there's like another thing, but it's going to relate to Michael. But then it's like, no, he's on the TV, so he doesn't exist in this universe.
In the movie that he was in this movie,
which works for like how there's always like a Halloween movie, not the Halloween movie, but like a different horror movie on TV and Halloween.
Right, like they did like The Thing and fucking Night of the Living Dead and Halloween.
Yeah, which is good. It's
Halloween
just
2.
As a fan in the 80s, you probably were like, oh, what the fuck? He's a fake character on TV. This means he's not going to be in this movie at all.
Yeah. So yeah, this one. Justin, you've got some reviews for us. Justin, tell us what you got.
Well, let's start with the Rotten Tomatoes critic review.
What do they know?
So, top critics for this movie lands this movie as a 40% on Rotten Tomatoes. All critics total.
Not bad. I'm not good, 50. But what I'd expect.
All critics bring it up to 50%.
Okay.
And then audience score is a 29%.
Ooh,
that's crazy. I feel like audiences like it more.
That was my thought too. Yeah.
Maybe not the people that go on Rotten Tomatoes. Maybe not the people.
So we got a couple all top critics ratings here. Who I'm just gonna read. a couple of the shitty ones.
So these are the stinker reviews. These are the ones that think this movie
but these are
stinks.
also from critics.
Right. Oh, okay.
So absolutely atrocious. I admire the fact that they did try to propel the story in a different direction, but the story they chose was insanely boring. That's from November 3rd, 2018.
I don't know if I would say the story was boring.
Yeah, I don't think the movie was boring. It's
I
very
think the
easy to
story
watch.
itself is pretty good, but maybe
convoluted, but not boring.
Some of the ways they got through it was a little boring, but I wouldn't say the story as a whole was boring.
I think maybe I hate Dan Atkins. How about that?
Yeah, there you go.
And Tom Atkins?
Yeah.
Combined him with his character.
Yeah, just combine his names,
I just had a stroke.
Dr. Dan Atkins. Tom Chalice.
Roger Ebert said, this is one of the Identikit movies assembled out of familiar parts from other better movies.
It's funny that you bring up Roger Ebert, because that was a fact I did know, but I forgot about. This is on his list of most hated movies, is Halloween 3.
Crazy.
So
this review on Rotten Tomatoes is from October 23rd, 2004, which I didn't even know this publication went back all that way.
Damn, that is pretty old. Not too old, but still.
Also, there's one top critic review that just says this is a dirty trick on all Halloween fans.
That's their own fault.
I guess that's the thing. We got to know, we got to find out how they were advertising this.
Yeah.
I guess Justin, do you have more?
I do have. I want to read some fan reviews and some more critic reviews.
You do that. I'm gonna look up and see how they were advertising this movie at the time.
I want to look Halloween 3 on Letterboxd while you're doing that too.
Yeah, you should definitely check Letterboxd as well. So I found one. Here it is. 2-star review from October 12th, 2023. 4 out of 10, 43 out of 100. Halloween 3, season of the shit.
Damn.
Okay. Straight to the point.
That one was not a massive fan, but it is interesting to see a Halloween movie without Michael Myers. 3 stars, which that one's fine.
Yeah, it was like a fuck. You can't really blame. It's hard to blame the movie on Michael so much. It's the franchise. But you can't blame it on Michael when it's not supposed to be. But it's their own fault for making it a Halloween film.
Here's a very good 5-star review. The second best of the series. It only gets bad rap from the lack of Michael Myers. I'd love to see what they could have been done. What could have been John Carpenter's original anthology idea worked out. Tom Atkins is a national treasure, and you know it. That last part I disagree with, but other than that,
I disagree with you saying that.
Wait a minute, that's crazy.
I think they are very correct. Maybe not in the 5-star, but maybe I would like to see how this anthology system would have worked.
Yeah,
there have been better movies with these wacky plots. Also, there's a 2.9 on Letterboxd, so about it makes it's about like a little around that halfway mark.
Okay, I did find the original theatrical trailer from 1982 for Season of the Witch.
Mm-hmm.
It's a normal trailer of the movie, no mention of Michael. They don't even show like a single image of him. It's all just shit from Season of the Witch. So if you went into it thinking Michael Myers is going to be in it, that's fucking on you, dog, because they did not advertise it.
Yeah. Something also tells me that a lot of these reviews that make the rating worse might be lower now, because of nowadays, because like people are rewatching or watching the Halloween franchise and being like, well, where the fuck is Michael in this one?
Right.
Simplest way they could have did this: take out the 3 Halloween Season of the Witch.
Right. Yeah.
It's like if you watch a movie now that has the same title in it. It's like, oh, is it this movie? No, it just has similar words.
Yeah.
Easiest thing they could have done.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's a 3-star savior.
Or just call it Season of the Witch.
Yeah.
Just drop
that's
the Halloween.
Actually better. Season of the Witch, Pumpkin Skeleton. That's my fan made title.
Season of the Witch, pumpkin skeleton. There you go.
That turn into bugs and snakes
and
crickets.
snakes, yeah, and crickets,
But crickets are
and kids that don't scream while their heads are being turned into mush.
Because they're immediately bugs. It's all
Yeah,
bugs.
yeah. They just start chirping like crickets.
But all things considered,
Turns into
Tom
bug.
Atkins hangs ass, has sex, drinks beer, Halloween.
Yup. That's it.
He's like
No.
Stone Cold.
It's you lose Michael Myers, you game Tom Atkins. That's what you got to do.
Well, the Halloween
That was
franchise does
It's
continue.
over. What? It comes back?
It does.
No way.
But next week, we will
Oh no.
not be watching it.
Yeah, we're done watching this franchise.
We
now.
are going to take a little break and watch something else as we are finishing the first quote-unquote trilogy of the Halloween franchise, and we're about to enter a second trilogy of the Halloween franchise. What are we going to watch next week? Don't know.
We'll have to find out.
Don't know. You'll see whenever we put the episode up next week. So subscribe to that Patreon at patreon.com/you damn right. And you'll get to watch whatever it is we decide to watch with us.
Could be anything.
And then,
it could even be Halloween, but it won't be.
It could be, but it won't be. You're right. But we will be back with Halloween 4 week after next. We're going to take a little break.
Return to it, maybe?
Ooh.
A return
That's a
of?
good one. Return of the Witch.
The Season of the Witch.
But yeah, that was Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. We have fucking merch up now. I will put it up on our Twitter account. We just moved to a different merch store just for the 3 from Hell
Breaking the fourth wall a bit.
merchandise. Yeah, it's on we got a fourth wall page. I would give the link on here, but it's a weird ass link. So find us on Twitter. Go to the description of the episode that you're listening to right now and click on the link to go to our Twitter page. I might also just put the link for the merch on there, and the link for the Patreon will also be on there as well. Yeah, that's it. Until next time, I am Sam, and Tony's
I'm
here,
Justin.
and Justin's here. And we are the 3 from Hell. We'll see you next time. Thank you for listening. Love you. Bye.
Stop it!
Stop it! Stop it!